And you know what's funny? You got more women believe in the Bible more than anybody else. More women believe in the Bible more than anybody else. And the Bible speaks so bad about them. I'm telling you, the Bible speaks so bad about women that you would not believe it. The Bible said woman is unclean. Leviticus chapter 18 verse 23. A woman shall not lie down to a beast, nor copulate with it. That's what the Bible is telling the woman. Hey, don't lay down with any beast, a dog, a horse, a mule, a goat, a sheep. Do not lay down with them or copulate them. Look up the word copulation. Have something to do with sexual intercourse. That's the word for copulation. Leviticus chapter 15 verse 19. The women that have our issue of blood should be separated 7 days because she's unclean. You should separate yourself from your children, from your husband. And anything that she touches. Are you listening to me, black people? Do you see any preacher in the world that read those part of the book? No. Anything that woman touch become defiled. She must stay away from everything for 7 days. Seven days she should stay away. Whosoever toucheth her becomes unclean. Or bed, or sheet, or vessels, or car, anybody touch those become unclean too. You think it's for real? Because the ministers let their wife cook their meal when she's in her Essena flow. It's called monthly period. Hello? And if you do have a maid, and the maid, say you got a maid and she's still doing her Essena flow, and she cooks, that food is unclean. You didn't get me. The food is unclean because she's period, she's bleeding. You dumbass. So if you got a maid, that's why a maid is not good to cook for you if you're smart. So how many people are keeping up with this story of the Bible? Say, I'm going to say the Bible story is true. All the preachers out there, I'm going to say the Bible story is true. So, if the woman is bleeding, she should stay away for 7 days. And if you touch her, you becomes unclean for 7 days too. And if her children touch her, you know the woman seen her period, she hold the babies. But there's a few smart men out there. When the woman is seeing her period, she go to the next room and the men do the cooking. That's a smart man. And she don't, and he don't let you touch nothing. She have a special dish and a special cup. She wash her own cup and she wash her own dishes. The man will cook and put the food in there, don't touch it. That's how smart he is. But what a lot of dumb men cannot understand, that the woman that's seen her period correspond with the moon. Did you know the skin of a serpent can kill a woman in her essence flow? So when the woman, look, these are for real. I'm telling you about magic that I know about. Or you want to call it black magic, or you want to call it voodoo, or you want to call it wabia. The skin of a serpent, when the woman is in her essence of sin monthly cycle. If you take, no. If you take the skin of the serpent, it will kill the woman. In 3 days she died. You think I'm bullshitting you? A lot of men know that. Also African women know that. Because the poison of the serpent is in the woman. But you know what the doctor told you? What did the doctor tell you? And you believe it. The doctor told you when a woman is bleeding, she's ovulating. She's changing her eggs. Of course he got to tell you that because he doesn't know anything else. Because he's doing science. And we're doing magic. Which one is different? Science and magic. Science is different from magic. Magic, you're dealing with the invisible things. And science, you're learning. You're taking water and mixing it with some ginger or some garlic and see what comes out. An experiment. We're not doing science, we're doing magic. So if you take the skin of the serpent and do certain thing, the woman die in 3 days in her essence of flow. That is too much from the. That is too much to tell you because you too doesn't want nothing and for you to wake up the people. You know you too is working with the government. So the government keep them in check. So if you start to wake up the people, they try to close you down. Look, you to remove my stuff 3 times already. So they will do anything to remove people's stuff that is trying to wake up the people. They already told me that my stuff is not suitable for monetization. And they removed the monetization and they took all the money back. So it was a good thing I was not depending on their money. That's what I'm telling all these YouTubers. Just don't depend on YouTube money. Have some in the back so when the rain start to fall, you can go along, or you can catch up, because you don't know when they're going to turn off their stuff. How are you going to tell me my shit is not suitable for monetization and you monetize it before? You did. And now they send me a letter that mine is not suitable. Preaching is not suitable. Testimony is not suitable. Talking bad is not suitable. Talking good is not suitable. What is it? Because they cannot put commercial on my stuff. What? Look, you put commercial on preaching. Huh? You put commercial on guys running with dogs, kissing kitty cat, playing with the chicken, and you can't put commercial on mine? Because I'm waking up the people. So the people can take back the land away from you white people. And throw away this white Jesus. And I guess you don't want to hear that. So you get mad. Same thing when I was doing ABC, NBC on all their stations. They will put my show into the slot way down into the back. $4 in the morning, 2 o'clock at night. They want to give me the late slot. They've been doing this shit for a long time. Because you're evildoer. They don't want the people to wake up. They want the people to go along with the bullshit. So the more you can talk about Jesus, is the more they will put your shit there way up. The more you talk about the white man, they will put your shit way up if you talk good about the white man. Because you're not disturbing. If you started disturbing the peace, that's a no-no. Aren't they doing a lot of brothers the same thing? You can't talk about the vaccine or what caused the vaccine and all them bullshit. So where's the freedom of speech? You're sharing your thought. And once you're sharing your thought, you have the right to share your thoughts. You can't say you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't say that, you can't. Who give you that opportunity to say you can't say that? This is freedom of speech. This is freedom of speech in this country, dude. You say anything you want to, unless if you start to say murder, killing, then maybe it will be different. But as I said, the skin of the serpent can cause a death unto a woman in her in a flow. So the woman and the moon and the serpent correspond together. And if you need more information on how those correspond together, call me up. These are all knowledge, not from the white man, not from the Chinese. Because it's telling you the woman will become unclean. A woman that have a flow for over 7 days also unclean. And you know there's a lot of women out there that seen their flow for like 8, 9, 10 days. Remember the woman at the well? When you so-called Jesus, I'm talking the real man now. When the woman come and see the real man at the well and say, hey, He didn't want to touch her. She wanted to touch him and she was leaning. Or he could feel the uncleanliness of the individual. So when a woman is leaning, you can tell too if he's a small man. If he's a dummy, you won't tell. Because some women try to hide it. They will do their utmost best to hide their monthly S in the flow. Because they feel embarrassed. So when you have a woman that try to hide, you have to be careful. As I said, peace, I'm out of here. Let's say we can take the land away back from the white man. So we can plant our grains and have food abundantly. Respect. I'm out of here.